In 2007, the government and other stakeholders erected dikes in areas along the banks of River Nzoia in Budalangi to provide a short-term solution to the then perennial problem of floods. The dikes have seemingly become a long-term solution, with the area enjoying a relatively long spell without floods despite the current situation across the country. NTV's Zaccheaus Mwasame spoke to residents of Budalangi in a bid to find out whether dikes could help other areas of the country.
The swelling of Kenya's rivers, the burst banks and flooded residential areas has become commonplace, particularly during this rainy season. It was once a constant headache along the banks of the giant River Nzoia that drains its water into Lake Victoria. The river's waters are currently swollen, but the dire effects are yet to be felt here in Budalangi, thanks to the dikes that were erected here a decade ago. Residents say, were it not for the dikes, most of them would be living elsewhere temporarily due to floods.
Budalangi hapa wakati mvua ilikuwa inanyesha sana vile inanyesha saa hii, mafuriko ilikuwa inaanza na hapa. Sasa Mungu ametusaidia. Kitu cha kwanza sana nimeona sana kimetusaidia ni hii dike. Vile walitusaidia hii dike imezuia tafadhali kidogo. Kitu cha pili, hao watu ambao wanachota mchanga hapa kwa mto. Watu huwa wanachimba mchanga kama wanaenda chini, sasa hii maji inapata nguvu ya kuteremka chini.
Kilichotusaidia zaidi walijaribu kuiraise. Walipoiraise maji hayakuweza kufika ile level ambayo inaweza ka overflow. Manake mara nyingi sana hii dike ilikuwa maji yaki overflow. Haja bomoa ikaenda nayo, lakini yalikuwa ana overflow. Lakini sasa walikuja wakairaise kidogo, na ndio sababu maji hayaku overflow.
The dikes meant to be a temporary solution have, however, not provided a lasting solution to the wrath of heavy waters that move downstream in River Nzoia. Most residents admit that the dikes were a blessing, as floods are no longer a problem as was the case before they were put in place.
Vile ambavyo walipandisha hii dike, ukiona 2011 ilibomoka kwa sababu dike ilikuwa chini, lakini since then wamekuwa wakipandisha na sasa iko juu. Hiyo ndio sababu haya kutoka.
At least kuna improvement. Kama ingekuwa wali tungekuwa tunapata mafuriko kila wakati, lakini kuna improvement at least. Na kitu ambacho tunaomba tu ni hawa wenzetu contractors ambao wamekuja wa China wafanye speed, tujengei permanent dike ndio tupate sasa solution ya kudumu.
The Ministry of Education through Bunyala Sub-County Education Office has, however, directed 10 schools to remain closed as a precautionary measure to avoid any incident of students being affected by floods in the area. Residents of Mahoma village here in Budalangi constituency and its environs have always been forced to move from their homesteads every rain season. But with the erection of these dikes along River Nzoia, they say they are optimistic that it has been their savior and will still continue to save them from these floods that have caused havoc elsewhere in the country. Zaccheaus, Mwasame, NTV, Budalangi in Busia County.